You've heard the term max pain, but what does that term mean? So let me simplify. Let me explain it to you in simplistic terms. Max pain is the point where the retail trader or the retail investor feels the most amount of pain, just like it sounds. So in this case, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin futures expiring at the end of next week on Friday. Now there's a max pain point, meaning everybody that invested in Bitcoin futures saying Bitcoin futures are going to go up, Bitcoin futures are going to go down. If it goes past a certain level, I'm going to make a ton of money. So the people selling these contracts, the institutions, in order for the retail trader, you and I, to feel max pain on these contracts, Bitcoin is probably going to end next week in the $55,000 range per coin. Let me pull up the chart and we'll go forward from there. Okay, so I have the Bitcoin chart open. I've got the 3-month chart. Let's start back at the 5-year. Now we can see, we remember that Bitcoin hit 7,000, then it went all the way down, then it hit 17,000, then it retracted a little bit, and then it spiked all the way up to like 40,000, pulled back, went to 58, pulled back, then 63, pulled back. Then when we pulled back, it all the way went down to 30,000. I only know because I was able to buy some Bitcoin when it touched 30,000. So good for me. But we're talking about Bitcoin right now, so we'll go to the 1 year. You're just going to zoom in and see this a little closer. Again, so we can see a lot of action. Here's the beginning of the year, the 21st here, January. Here we are. So we know Bitcoin was up at 37,000. Now we're close to, what are we at? 61,000. So that's a pretty significant move. All right. I mean, do the math. So let's do a 3-month chart. Again, just look at a couple of months. You know, a month ago or 2 months ago, Bitcoin was sitting at 47,000. So again, if we're at 62,000, that means Bitcoin appreciated about 33% in 1 month, or a little over a month. Okay, with that said, it's a pretty substantial, pretty strong move. You can see it right here, 41,000, topping out at 66. So if you're in, that actually is a 60% move. Okay, so it's depending when you get the low and when you get the peak. Now I mentioned to you max pain. So the point on the chart that I have it right here, Bitcoin will be 55 to about 56,000. The closest it is to that range, the max pain that you and me, the retail trader, is going to feel. With that said, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to be at 55,000 next Friday, but I'm telling you there's a good darn chance it will be close to it. So 54, 55, 56, 57, keep in mind, right now we're between 61 and 62,000. And last week we were as high as 66,000. So there are going to be some people that say, oh, slight break in Bitcoin, it's going to rebound, and it'll be at 66,000 next week. Now these are the people that are planning, and they're planning with the wrong strategy. So I'm bringing this video here to tell you I'm bullish Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to be 120,000 by the end of the year. Now keep in mind, we're October, middle of October right now, and Bitcoin's sitting at about 61,000. And I'm telling you, I think it's going to go down to about 56 or 57, possibly as low as 55,000 in the next 7 trading days, bringing it to next Friday. So I'm going to be more cautious. I'm going to stay away from stocks like Riot, Mara, Coinbase, and I'm only going to stay away for a few days. When Friday afternoon rolls around, and if Bitcoin is in the $55,000 to $56,000 range, I'm going to jump in with some contracts on those stocks, some call contracts, meaning I think after it retracts, Bitcoin will go even higher. So we'll look at the 5-day chart. Again, you can see ever since it peaked at about actually close to 67,000, it retraced, they peaked again, sold off, peaked again, sold off, peaked again, sold off, peaked again. So do not be surprised if you see the same exact chart where we're at 67 and now we're at 61, okay? So that's $6,000 down in the past 3 days. So think to yourself, light bulb moment. If it goes down and this chart is identical and history repeats itself, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days, if it goes down another $6,000 per coin, you're going to be right in the $55,000 range. So I had the light bulb moment. I said, okay, well, the movement from here to here makes sense. If we see the same movement, again, everything is based on a prediction. You must make predictions. The more accurate you are, the more you predict, the more guesses you make, the closer you're going to be. So you will get better at it. No one's perfect to start. I've been making predictions probably for like 30 years. In life, I've been making predictions probably for 35 years. I was pretty quick as a kid to figure out what other people were thinking and to lead them to the answer that I wanted them to give me. So here we go, Bitcoin. I explained max profit to you. I explained where I think Bitcoin can be going. I explained what my strategy is. Again, my strategy is for the next 4 or 5 trading days come Monday, I'm staying away. And then what I'll do on Friday, planning ahead, I'm going to look for the biggest dip on Friday for whether it be Mara, Riot, MicroStrategy, MSTR, doesn't really matter. Coinbase, even Square or PayPal, because they are somewhat related to crypto. So I'm going to look for that. I'm going to get in on Friday. Now, another interesting point about crypto, I believe Walmart is putting Bitcoin ATMs in over 1,000 stores. That's pretty significant. They're making Bitcoin available to the average Joe, the general public. I can walk into a Walmart. They're making Bitcoin transactions available to the average person. The average person, Northeast, Southeast, Southwest, Midwest, it doesn't matter. They're going to have the option or the availability to buy Bitcoin. So there will be, again, more demand pushing the price up, which again is why I say Bitcoin will be 100,000, if not greater, by the end of the year. Thanks for sticking with me through Bitcoin. If you stay with me, I've got one other stock that I believe is going to explode in the upcoming week or two, and I'm going to show you the chart. But before you do, and I know you're excited, please push that like button, subscribe to the channel. I drop videos daily. My videos are here to make you money. Simplify things. Easy as that. I simplify, you use the information, light bulb moment, and you make money off what I'm telling you. I generally provide entries, exit strategies, and let you know exactly what I'm thinking. So please, when you're done with this video, check out a few other of my videos. Learn to trade options. Learn a stock like family. Learn how to nibble and make extra money on the same options you're currently trading. Okay, so let's move forward. The next stock I'm going to bring up is Wish, W-I-S-H. Let me go over to the chart here. Now, Wish is context logic, and let me just show you the 1-year chart because there's a lot of manipulation here. Stock was as high as $30. Let's go to the 3-month because you haven't really seen the volume. You can kind of see the volume started picking up after the sell-off. So I believe the stock was in double digits. Yeah, it was still around 10. Then all of a sudden, I believe it went down to like what, $6 and change, $6.95, all the way to $6.23. Now you can see in here from August 11th, which is 2 months ago, to $8.23, August 23rd, 2 months ago, the stock was holding in the $6 range. After that, again, light volume, it pushed all the way up to $7. Then let's go forward. And let's go to the end of September. Now remember, the end of September, we had some pretty ugly days. This stock, as you can see, had been selling off really light volume. So there's no demand because who's going to want to buy psychology of trading? Something's going down off light volume. Who's going to be the one to say to you, all right, it's going to turn around. This is the bottom. Let's get in. So I'll give you a hint. He has 2 thumbs and he's sitting right here. This guy. I'm telling you, it's okay for Wish right now. Now let's break it down. I'll get into a little zoom in here. That's the 3-month. We all know I like to look at the 1-month chart. So here we go. 1 month, we're in the $6 to $6.50 range, okay? And that is exactly what my price target is. $6 to $6.50. Now the stock currently is $5.20. So it's not a crazy move. I'm looking for like 80 cents to $1.30 on the upside. Now if I get that, understand, that is a 15 to 24% stock move higher. So it doesn't sound like much, but if you get 80 cents to $1.30, 15 to 25% higher. Now, if you're trading options like myself, I could be looking at a 100% or even as much as a 200% return if I am correct. All right, so let's get into the stock. And this is a perfect time to buy when you see the stock at $5.20. Anywhere from $5.15 to $5.25 is entry. So there you have it. Okay, so let's talk about the chart. We're looking at the 1 month outflow, outflow, outflow. I mentioned this. Here we go. We're entering October. The stock is at $4.78. Now, I've showed you these in my other videos. Generally, a stock will try and rebound. You have 2 days of inflow, and then it consolidates. People say, oh, I've been bag holding. You're holding a bag. You're down here. It gets beat up every day. You're at $4, and you're like, oh, geez, just give me anything, and I'm going to get out. So it went up to $5.18. So people are saying, I'm going to sell. It's not going up the next day. Look at the volume the next day after 2 inflow days. Almost nothing. It went from 34 million, 38 million, down to 17 million. That is so light. Okay, consolidates, little buying. Volume is still super light, super light, super light. Then we get into a volume day, 45 million up. Okay, again, not crazy, up $5.32. Okay, there's demand to $5.32. That's what it's telling me. Do you understand? There is demand in this stock all the way up to $5.32 based on this 1 day here. The stock's at $5.20. So obviously there's a little upside. Now you see volume at 126 million. 126 million shares. That is what? 5 times the volume of any of these other days? Basically, the stock pushed as high as $6.06. It probably was higher during that 1 day. So let's go to the 5-day chart just to get the max out of there. All right, we got 631. It probably was as high as like 635. It never is absolutely accurate, but it's pretty darn close. All right, so you see it at 620, 630. It drops up here. People are like, oh, I've seen this before. It's going to recover. It recovers. Then people are selling. Again, the same psychology of trading. This stock has left bag holders. So people are taking the profit, and it's probably going to go to 550, and it's probably going to go all the way down here to 530, and it's going to try and close this gap right here down to 509. Okay, and we basically saw that in the 1 day of trading. It opened up at 565, and at the low of the day, it was $5 and I think 17 cents was the low. So it hasn't gone up all that much. It's only sitting 3 cents higher right now. So when I'm telling you it's a good time to take entry number 1 into this position, I'm a real big believer. All right, so look at the 1 month chart again. Again, we saw volume, go down here. As soon as it does turn around, I'm looking for it to go right back here, close to $7. Again, I would be happy at $6.52 because it makes the options I bought going up over 200%. Awesome. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm dropping videos every day, and I'll see you guys soon.